Hello everyone, I'm Christen Gerhardt.
And I'm Zach Mueller.
And welcome back to Exposé.
Today we're going to be interviewing one of the most creative...
Are you really wearing that hat again?
Yes, I am. I enjoy it. So what?
Bad hair day?
No.
Have you taken it off since last episode?
No.
Are you trying to be Tyler the Creator?
No, I am not. Do your news. I'm going to be skating over here.
You don't know how to skate.
I'm learning.
If you didn't catch the excitement of the Academy of Magical Arts Awards ceremony last week, hosted by Matt King in Los Angeles, here's a rundown and quick congratulations to some of the night's winners. Close-Up Magician of the Year, Derek Delgadio. Stage Magician of the Year, Rob Zabrecki. Lecturer of the Year went to Howard Hamburg, and finally Lu Chen took home Magician of the Year. So congratulations to all. An awesome video has surfaced showcasing a very elegant iPad magic act highlighting the city of Stockholm. Special thanks to Ben Seidman, the creative consultant for the project, and for sharing this beautifully executed routine with the world. You can check it out on theory11's media page and enjoy. The theory11 crew had the distinct pleasure of hanging out with Shepard Fairey during their stay in Cincinnati. JB wowed Shepard Fairey with his magic effects, Andre astounded with his flourishing, and Michael made silly faces. Also last week, JB was on the set of Now You See Me filming just outside of New York City. He got to hang with Isla Fisher, Woody Harrelson, Mark Ruffalo, and yes, we're seriously jealous. We get it. You have an awesome job. Lastly, we want to congratulate Murray Sawchek on his new gig at the Laugh Factory in Las Vegas beginning April 30th. That's it for this week's news. Now over to Zachosaurus for the latest and greatest.
Thank you very much, Kristen. Now it's time to get into the greatest and the latest, or something like that. On the wire this week, we have a badass new card trick called VFCW, aka VivQ, aka Very Fair Card Warp. It's most commonly known as the latter one. The other two I just made up just now. It looks almost identical to the original Card Warp, only there are no tears, the cards can be borrowed, and it's examinable. So yes, apparently wizardry is an actual thing. This week I'm also going to be highlighting two of the lesser known but amazingly free things on the wire. Both tricks are extremely awesome and I actually use them. And they're free. They're also free. That's a good thing. Let's start off with No Card Tricks by Jeff Price. The trick was published in Magic Magazine a couple years ago, and it's an awesome ending to pretty much any card routine. Imagine the Omni Block, only instead the entire deck is wrapped in electrical tape. It's shocking and surprising to pretty much any audience member, magician, and spectator alike, so go cop that shiz, y'all. For free. Next up is a beautiful routine by Hugo. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name. And it's called Smash. No relation to the TV show, although can we talk about the TV show for a second? No, we can't? Fine. This is a very smooth, very elegant two-phase card routine that's very sandwich-esque. It has lots of visual awesomeness, all wrapped up in a very well-shot download that'll only cost you free $99 with a 99-cent rebate. Boom, y'all. I just dropped some knowledge on y'all heads. So definitely go check those effects out. And if you have your own ideas that you want to release for free on the wire, definitely do so. Now it's time to throw it over to Mr. Rob Anderson, who'll be interviewing none other than Momo. And no, not the Momo from Avatar: The Last Airbender, although it'd probably be a pretty good interview. Calen Morelli. Rob, take it away.
What is up, everybody? This is Rob Anderson, and I am on Skype right now with a creative genius, my friend, Calen Morelli.
How are you, Rob? How's it going?
I am amazing. How are you, Calen?
I'm doing pretty swell, you know? It's not too bad.
Pretty swell sounds good. And thanks for joining us, by the way.
No problem, no problem.
Well, let's get to it. We have a question from the forums by Donatus S. and Magical Slight, who want to know what your creative process is.
The creative process for me is, it's kind of a mindset that I just have on all the time. Like, it's not something that you really shut off. Like Chris Kenner in the podcast a while back said that, you know, he kind of hit it up right on on point, where it's definitely not something that you can just say, I'm going to be creative from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock in the morning. For 2 hours in the morning, I'm going to be creative. I'm going to create tricks. It's something that you have to be constantly thinking about. You know, if you want to create things and you want to, you know, create different things, you have to be constantly thinking about it. You know, like when you're out with friends, you know, and just like have it in the back of your mind. You know, that'd be something interesting to do a trick with, or this would be an interesting presentation. I think definitely the creative process is just keeping your mind in the mindset of wanting to create something new. Inspiration, I've got it a lot of different ways. I know that when I was doing my 365 blog, I did some stuff where I would go to like a Dollar Tree and I'd take like $40 and I'd just grab like, you know, just 40 different items that I haven't seen people do tricks with, and then I would just take those items and I would just like sit down and I'd try and find something interesting about each item, you know, and then I'd figure out which is the most interesting thing that I found out about each thing, you know, or which property or which thing, like, you know, people haven't really noticed about this item. So definitely just having things in front of you is a really big thing to be able to like tinker with or play with something, you know, is a huge thing. Like if you have an idea for an item, you know, go buy it and buy 10 of them and just like, you know, tear it apart, do something with it, try something weird with it. Because I think you know, just trying everything is definitely a way to get something created, you know. There's something else I want to say. The new way that I've been getting kind of inspiration is I've been going to like photo blogs, which is interesting. So I go to like these like Tumblr blogs or like the Fancy or all these places where they post interesting photos.
Right.
So I'm able to like see things that I would never see before, you know. Maybe it's a picture from like somewhere in China or from a different part of the world. So I'll just sit there and look. I'll look at the pictures. Like I'll find the picture that's interesting to me, and then I'll find something in the picture that's interesting, and just kind of like let my mind go, and like I'll ask questions like, why does that have to be that way, or what if this was different, you know, just to kind of get on a mindset for like a creative thinking and on different kind of thought processes.
My mind is blown just hearing you talk about your thought processes. Awesome. I can't wait to see what else you have in store in the future.
Well, again, Calen, thanks so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us here on Exposé. Let's get on over to Michael James. Action!
What's up, guys? Last week we were in Cincinnati, Ohio when we showed you this. This week I have several things to tell you about our newest playing card design. First, I want to reveal the name. Our newest deck will be called Rebel Playing Cards. We've been working for several months with a studio in downtown Los Angeles called Studio Number 1. And the founder of Studio Number 1 is none other than Shepard Fairey. For those of you who don't know, Shepard Fairey has designed the 2008 Obama poster entitled Hope, very iconic. He's done Obey clothing, his work is in the Smithsonian. He's an incredibly talented artist. We could not be more thrilled for Rebel Playing Cards. As promised by last week, we will show you the seal. This time not an animal, the actual seal of Rebel Playing Cards. And here it is. It's awesome. I think it's great. We're excited. I hope you're excited. We're gonna have lots more to show you over the coming weeks, so make sure to stay tuned. I think that's about it on my end, so I am going to catch you later.
Thanks, guys. Before we sign out, John Armstrong has an awesome magic-themed comic book currently out called Smoke and Mirrors. Next week, I'm going to be interviewing him about magic, the comic book, and his favorite flavor of jelly beans.
I love cinnamon jelly beans.
Butter popcorn is the shiz.
On behalf of myself, Zach, Rob, and the rest of the theory11 team,
And butter popcorn flavored jelly beans.
we hope you have an awesome week, and we'll see you next Friday.
In San Diego. What?